I like this place. It's a challenge because it's very... All the taxiways are different. Look, you've got some lovely curved ones, you've got some very angular, sharp ones, and then you've got some parallel ones, you've got cul-de-sacs. Really interesting little airport, this. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaz Draycott Media and welcome to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. Today we're going to be looking at another new airport that has come to the game, and this time it's come from the wonderful people at Energous Design. And I have to say a big thanks to them because this episode is also sponsored by Energous Design as well. And don't forget, I also have an affiliate link which will be down in the description, and if you buy directly through them, then it helps me out as well, and I would really appreciate that. The new airport that's come into the game is one in Scandinavia, so we're going to see a bunch of different airlines today that we haven't seen in some of my videos before. It is EKCH Kastrup Copenhagen. Really interesting little airport this actually. I was having a chat with the developer Alex just the other day and we were talking about the layout of this place, and there's a lot of these little cul-de-sacs that you can see here on this picture. So the aircraft sort of go into them, and there's a few where they can loop around and come back out easily, but some of them are only one lane on the way in and on the way out, and the aircraft push all the way out onto the taxiway as well, so you have to be really careful about them pushing out there. Similar in a way to Barcelona, but the cul-de-sacs are a lot longer and deeper than they were at LEBL. So we're going to jump straight in for a session here and just take a look around the airport today and show you what the guys have done with the place. I'm going to go for a... Oh, that's not the time of day, Chaz, come on. We're going to go for a cloudy 9 AM start. And we're going to, of course, use the Energous Design airport database and airplane set, which has just been updated today. Just need to figure out what runways. I'm not going to set any of these yet, actually. Once we get into the sim, then that's when we'll set the runways, because I'm not familiar with the angle that we were at last time I had a look at it. So, let's test out this new airport from Energous Design, shall we? I'm really looking forward to getting this one going. Okay, while it's building the recognition grammar, we're going to instantly pause time, and we're going to go and have a look around. A few of you have recently asked me, by the way, how I'm doing this, and it is literally just WASD on the keyboard, and then left shift to go quicker. You right-click with the mouse on the screen to just move around and have a look around, and you can do both at the same time and pan around like this. Right then, so Scandinavian everywhere, but first off, I want to look at the buildings and the way this place is built up, because as Alex was telling me the other day, there's a lot of intricate buildings to this place. Like, look at the shape of these, sort of, is that like a water tank or something as well? And there's like worn textures on the buildings as well. Very interesting little area this actually for them to taxi into there. What airline's that? Trade Air, I've not seen that before. That's very beautiful. But yeah, there's a lot of intricate and interestingly shaped buildings here. You've got a lovely metallic effect on this terminal building, these weird archways and stuff, and look, there's like sort of blast shield walls almost all the way along there. And the lines as well on the ground, once again, they've gone for it with the textures on the ground here, which is great to see. One thing Alex told me about the other day, and I told him I was going to mention this in the video, is that the taxi lights here, I'll tell you what actually, let's quickly go back to the tower and just turn them on. If we turn the airport lights on, and you look at the taxiway lights, they don't just sort of sit in one... Have I just turned them off? No, they are on. In one... words, Chaz. They follow directionally the curve of the taxiway, you can see. So they don't always shine perfectly at the tower because they all actually are directional as they go around corners, as you can see like that, which is really cool. They've got all the holding points and stuff in as well. The lines are very bright, which is nice to see. The colours are very vivid on all of this. But look how intricate this airport is. See what I mean about these cul-de-sacs? So the aircraft can at least come in there and out there in the same way, so you don't have to worry about that aircraft pushing back into that one, for example. They might be a bit close with wings clipping and so on. But also in this sort of area as well, you have to sort of maybe worry about that pushing back, but you have to think about any aircraft coming in there. Will they get in the way of stuff that wants to come out? You know, there's a lot of one-way bits to this airport. That is a very narrow cul-de-sac there, so I wouldn't want to push both of those back into each other. It's lovely to see a Singapore A350. One of my very favourite things that comes into Manchester Airport that I see regularly. Looks like they've really sorted the windows out on the front of that as well, actually. That's really good. Same with the A330. That looks a lot better from Scandinavian. We've got Norwegian 737s, a Faroe Islands A320 as well. Another part of this airport that I really enjoyed when me and Alex were talking the other day was the... I don't know where it is. It's over behind our tower, actually. The sort of GA and BizJet area. It's really intricate, this. It's got this sort of chicane to it. It's only 5 gates. It's literally just these 5 that are occupied here. But it's just out of the way. You know, you've got all these buildings that they can sort of hide behind, and when you've been a plane spotter or you've been, you know, watching aircraft as long as I have and going to air shows, you always get this interesting view where you'd have sort of, I don't know, just tails and things over buildings, and, you know, the aircraft would be hidden away, and you'd always wonder from eye level how they would get to and from the runway and as part of the airfield. It's just really cool to see that they're hidden away like this, you know? And is that a Saab 340? I believe it is. It's something, oh God, of similar shape to a Saab 340. Sorry, I'm sort of wheezing a bit because I've still got a cough. It's really bad and I can't get rid of it. There's a fire testing thingy there, like also we have at Manchester, and a lot of airports have them actually. There's a lot of little maintenance buildings and offices out here as well. Really long runway actually, that one, which is runway 22. We also have what looks to be an old tower potentially on this side as well. A lot more of the office buildings and the official stuff. There's another hangar down this way as well. A few parking spaces there maybe. Either that or it's just for decoration. And there is actually, if we go back over to this end of the airport, you can see there the lovely sign on the front. Love a bit of that. Look at this. There's an Energist Design logo on the hotels. That's sick. There is a Scandinavian maintenance centre over here as well, which is nice. They've got this hangar built up, and a lot of the Scandinavian aircraft will be here. Alex did tell me that there will be some model aircraft placed in here as well that won't actually be controllable. I think that one might be at the moment as well. It looks slightly different to the actual models that we can move. Great looking airport, and I thought, you know, the moody weather might be quite interesting for this. We've got some Ryanair and EasyJet, which is nice. You all know that they're the sort of staple of my plane spotting, so it's nice to see them. There's some Wizz, Transavia. Like I say, really good mix of airlines that we're going to play with today. Let's have a look at it from above. We're not going for that. We're going to turn it all the way around, just so we can, I don't know, fit more of it on the screen. And, okay, how are we going to operate this? Where do we want landings? Do we want landings on 4 left? That would mean we have to get departures out on 4 right. That might be a bit of a faff, actually. Let's get departures out on 22 right and get landings on 22 left, shall we? So we'll go to our F4 screen. 22 left for landings, 22 right for departures. Get rid of the POV size and let's get on with it, shall we? Just get all of our other screens set up as well. That's Transavia 79er Mike, and it is a Boeing 737-800. I still can't figure out, I couldn't remember how to change that. I think there's something in the settings somewhere for changing the text, either the size or what it shows you. But yeah, look, we've got a lot of gates all over in that area over there. Everything pretty much happens on that part of the airport. There's only a tiny bit of GA or BizJet stuff that happens just down here behind us. That's their sort of relative position to our tower. They're just behind us. So everything sort of happens directly ahead of us. Let's also get acquainted with taxiways. So what are we going to be using? We're going to be having everyone via Alpha, crossing runway, let's say 30. Bravo, Delta and Alpha are pretty much the main ones we're going to be using. Yankee, Bravo, Delta, Alpha, I think. Maybe get people to go across by Foxtrot, and that puts them onto Alpha. Let's set up some cameras as well, actually, so we can quickly hop over here and not have to do this sort of long flight over there to go and have a look. We'll cover off this area with our F7 camera, so control and F7 to set that. Fly over to this cul-de-sac for F8. I'm accommodating the fact that my camera is going to be in the bottom left corner there, so you lot can still have a clear view without my noggin in the way. And then we're going to go F9 all the way over here, you know. I'm going to go all over this way. So we've got F7 down here, F8 over here, and F9 over there. Sorry for the anti-aliasing, by the way. You can see the lines all sort of flickering and out. That's just part of how the game processes it at the moment. There's nothing really that can be done about that.
Kastrup Tower, Transavia 79er Mike on final 22 left.
Transavia 79er Mike, runway 22 left, cleared to land. What are you? Is that EasyJet Europe?
22 left, cleared to land.
Alpine. Yeah, Alpine is EasyJet Europe, so that's why it comes up as EJU. I think I got confused on one of my Microsoft Flight Simulator videos about the fact that it was EJU instead of EZY. But EasyJet Europe is, I believe, Austrian operated. I think they all have Austrian regs. OE, so yeah, Austrian. And they've got Austrian flags on the rear of the aircraft as well. So, arrivals will be coming pretty much this way. They're going to be landing right next to the terminal, so they're going to be out there somewhere. Speaking of out there somewhere, I don't know what that is. It's Looks like a whale from a really old Zelda game. There is something else out there. These ships, which do actually come across. There's another one as well that's out there somewhere, I believe, that comes in the opposite direction, and they cross over each other and then disappear, and they cycle round. They actually cycle back and forth over the course of a stint, which is really cool. So a bit more sort of movement and scenery and life going on outside of the airport, which is just, you know, adds that little bit more immersion. Doesn't feel like you're sort of the only human being out here in the wilderness, let's say.
Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo with information, Bravo, requesting push and start.
Well, that was very loud. You didn't need to do that. Did that say apron? Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. It said apron instead of ground.
Ground, runway
Oh, then he said
right.
ground.
Pushback approved.
Look at that. Interestingly,
Ryanair 5 Quebec
it's
Kilo.
gone Bravo. Is that right? Is that Alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5? So we'll see if we can get some Alpha 1 and 2 stuff going on. If we need to queue them up, that is. That is only if we need to sort of stagger them. Depends how many of those departures we actually get. So that's the Ryanair that's just going to start pushing back now. I believe that's a 737 MAX 8. Yes, it is, with those winglets on it. Was that Alpine? Alpine 19 Echo Kilo, runway 22 left, clear to land. We could maybe do with a bit more separation. Just because I'm awful at managing arrivals. That's Air Baltic 193 Tango behind them. Ryanair is pushing back. They're just getting onto the apron. It's nice to see we've got the EasyJets here, but we've also got a Neo there as well, which had the Neo colours on it. I love a Scandinavian A350 as well, by the way. That's an A350-900. That's very, very pretty. Very pretty. Great looking aircraft, and it's also nice to see a combination between the old Scandinavian livery with the red engines and the sort of darker grey without the blue coming down onto the fuselage, and the new one obviously, which has this sort of silvery SAS written on it, and they have the visor on them. But I really like the old scheme. I just wish they had the new one with the red engines. It would look so much better. They just said apron again. Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo, runway 22 right at Alpha 2 via Fox. Go on.
Runway 2 to right at Alpha 2 via Fox Rot.
Right.
Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo.
Thank you, Ryanair. That's very, very helpful of you. Transavia is going to be here any second now. There they are.
Bravo, requesting push and start.
They said apron as well. It's quite interesting. Nordic 3502, pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right. We could get them on at runway 12 technically, but I mean they'd be sort of taking off in the opposite direction to everybody else.
Nordic 3502.
Air Baltic will call up
Kastrup
any
Tower,
time.
Air Baltic
There you go.
193 Tango on final 22 left.
Air Baltic 193 Tango, runway 22 left, clear to land. We are going to go for 10 nautical mile
Runway 22
separation.
left, clear to land.
Transavia is on the
Air
ground.
Baltic 193 Tango.
There they are, in their Boeing 737. Is that a 700? Not sure. I'm going to actually pop a camera down here, just on this sort of area here, because I feel we may get a lot of aircraft in this sort of vicinity. It is a 700 actually. That is very, very short and tiny. Are they going to turn this way? I don't know. Yeah, we'll do this for arriving aircraft. So we'll go Control F10. Hopefully that won't stop my recording, because, like I said, I used to have Control F9 and Control F10 as the two buttons or keybinds to start and stop my recordings. Okay, so Ryanair is taxiing out. They're very slowly going that way. What else have we got? Okay, yeah, so Nordic has pushed back over here. There's one of their 737 Maxes there. This is a tight little space, isn't it? Look at that. Two Austrian A320s, one a Neo, one a CO. Frame rate's good so far, I have to say, as well, actually, which is nice. Because my PC, you know, it's not the best in the world. It's only an RTX 2070, so it doesn't really withstand a lot. But it does alright. Nordic 3502, runway 22 right via Alpha. Just give them a straightforward route. They should. They're just going to go down there and hup. What's that taxiway? Could we give them that one instead, maybe? Or we could have said Lima. Could have said via Lima and they would have gone that way. Transavia needs to be told where to go. Transavia 79er Mike, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Love it.
taxi.
That's interesting as well, because they're going to go right amongst all of those gates that are in this sort of area. And sorry, in this sort of area here. They have to come all the way in here and then into that terminal. That's the gate they're going to go to. So they have to travel through quite a lot. We've got Alpine on the way in. Let's go to that new camera that we just set up. There's EasyJet landing. Airbus A320. Who else called up? Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo, cross runway 30.
Cross runway 30.
Transavia 79
Ryanair
Mike,
5
cross
Quebec
runway
Kilo.
30. Words didn't come out then, Chaz.
Cross
Who have we got on
runway
arrival?
30.
SZS. What are you? Spinnaker. Okay, I don't know who that is. Spinnaker 1463, runway 22 left, clear to land. DTR, don't know you either. Danish.
Clear to land.
Okay.
Spinnaker 1463.
Spinnaker. Ryanair crossing the runway. Just down there. And then we've got Transavia and EasyJet, they're both in. Okay. Alpine 19 Echo Kilo. Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Victor. See, I've got them sort of going round that way, rather than head on to stuff that might be coming out. Nordic 3502, cross runway 30. Get them clearance to go and do that. Air Baltic will be with us any moment now. There they are. What type of aircraft is that? BCS-3, which is an Airbus A220. I've watched a few videos on the A220 recently, and the Pratt & Whitney 1000G engines on them make an incredible howl. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in a previous video, but honestly, when they just power up that little bit, they just start moving forward and taxiing on the ramp, they sound unreal. If you just Google Pratt & Whitney or PW1000G sound, you'll hear the howl. It's absolutely epic. There's a ramp worker that I think he was at Amsterdam or something, has got footage of a lot of Air Baltic ones sort of powering up and getting moving. Sounds epic. I did also just notice then, not on this camera, we have a beacon light from the A350 that we were looking at before, the Scandinavian. The Transavia 737-800 has its light on. There's also another aircraft there with lights on. There's another Scandinavian. So, yeah, we've got quite a lot to look at here. Is that a Thai? Oh, excuse me. A Thai, yes. A350. We've also got an Ethiopian 787, an Etihad 787-10 as well. So a great mix of aircraft here, actually, at Copenhagen. Is that Sun Class? Yes, it is. A Sun Class A321. And look at the little regional Scandinavian CRJ there. That's a CRJ-9. Ryanair 5 Quebec Kilo, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ryanair's going to get going. See, they're at Alpha 2 and then Nordic is at Alpha 1. It's nice to see them staggered like that. We've got another arrival. Danish 35 Kilo, runway 22 left, clear to land. Okay, so then we've not got many arrivals for a while. I'll say that as Lufthansa comes in. Nordic 3502, runway 22 right, line up and wait. Alpine 19 Echo Kilo, cross runway 30. Air Baltic 193 Tango, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 22 right.
Got another arrival coming in.
Cross runway 30. Alpine 19
Which is Air Baltic, is it? There's the other ship going the other way. Big beefy ship. That's a shame about the anti-aliasing down here, isn't it? If you're a bit higher up, it's not so bad. I like it at eye level though. It's nicer to look at. There's Air Baltic in the A220. And there's Nordic getting ready to get shifting. Ryanair's still on the runway technically. Scandinavian, where are these lot going? Okay, so yeah, you can push back. Yeah. Scandinavian 58 Echo Heavy, pushback approved. Expect a runway 22 right. I mean, 22 left would be more sensible, Chaz.
Runway 22 right. Pushback approved.
But no, we're going to do it. We're going to stick to our guns. We're going to stick to our guns there, everybody. Lufthansa's not on its way in. Nordic 3502, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Nice.
Runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Okay, Spinnaker.
Nordic 3502.
Spinnaker 1463, taxi to ramp via Victor. Air Baltic 193 Tango, cross runway 30. There goes Nordic.
Taxi to ramp
Powering up and getting on with the job.
Cross runway 30. Air Baltic 1 out of 3 Tango.
It's funny because the way that the anti-aliasing is working, it looks like a conveyor belt and the aircraft is being pushed along it. Like that. That's funny. You have to find light with these things, man. It's very, very gloomy though, isn't it, here actually, at Copenhagen. I didn't really wish to show it in such a gloomy light. I wanted it to be cloudy to be, you know, a bit more realistic to real world weather at the moment, but yeah, unfortunately I've made it look very gloomy. I do apologise. So they're going to go around here, so we can't get this big sausage going for just a moment. There's Air Baltic on its way in. There's our 2 departures. We should have an arrival in just a sec, which is Danish 35 kilo. What type of aircraft was that again? ATR 72. Oh, Golf Hotel November. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee approved. Expect runway to right. No. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee approved. Expect runway 30.
Say again. Negative.
Yep.
We tried to push back by land,
they wanted
but
pushback.
we failed. Please send the pushback truck.
Where's
Golf
Danish?
Hotel November Echo
Oh, I was
Yankee.
hoping it'd be all red. Or am I thinking of Air Greenland? They've got an amazing, or they used to have, Dash 7s, and they looked ridiculously cool. So Spinnaker wants to go that way, but they're blocking the way. Scandinavian 58 Echo Heavy, runway 22 right via Whiskey, Delta, Alpha.
Runway 22 right.
I love you
via
so
Whiskey,
much.
Delta, Alpha, Scandinavian 58 Echo
So
Heavy.
we're just going to make sure we keep them out of the way, and then we'll get Spinnaker to just cross the runway and carry on taxiing once they've gone past, I suppose. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, pushback approved, expect runway 30. Danish 35 kilo, taxi to ramp via Fox.
Ground.
Thank you.
Runway 30. Pushback approved.
Lufthansa 824,
Golf
runway
Hotel
22
November
left, clear to
Echo
land.
Yankee.
Air France 1750, is that a heavy? No, well it's not a heavy because it's not got it in the call sign chest. Come on! My head's falling off, man. So what is Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee? Let's find out. The suspense is killing me. Oh, it's a big thing. Oh god. It is a Gulfstream of sorts. It has a Hungarian flag on it because I've realised this. Obviously, Energy's design is Hungarian. That's why all these aircraft have Hungarian flags on, even though that's technically a British reg, GHNEY. It's nice, that is. I'd like a Gulfstream, but then again, wouldn't we all like to win the lottery? You two are close together. Let's have a look at this Danish ATR, shall we? Is it just white and red? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's well cool. That's a great little livery. It's bloody loud. I like that.
Ready to taxi.
Are you now? Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, runway 30 at Golf 2.
Runway 30 at Golf 2.
No.
Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee.
Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, hold position. Don't spin on the spot.
Hold position.
I want to know what
Golf
taxiway
Hotel
that
November
is.
Echo Yankee.
November 1. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, runway 30 at November 1. Thank you.
Runway 30.
Should always
at
check what
November
these
1.
taxiways
Golf
are before
Hotel
you use them,
November Echo
Jeff.
Yankee.
Who's on arrival? Air France. Hello. Air France 1750, runway 22 left, clear to land. Flipping heck. If someone's call sign ends in 0 as well, I really struggle to then pronounce the rest of it. How's Scandinavian getting on? Just turning over there. You can see the little queue ready. They're going to go that way, so we could probably tell them to get moving now. There's our Lufthansa arrival. Spinnaker 1463, cross runway 30.
Cross runway 30.
Danish 35 kilo.
Spinnaker 1463.
Just stand by or something, because this is about to get messy.
Apron, Viking 1104 with information. Bravo.
Are you going that way?
Requesting push and start.
Oh, that's good. Danish 35 kilo, cross runway 30. Viking, where are you?
Cross
And
runway
where are you in
30.
relative position
Danish
to our
35 kilo.
other stuff? That is you. That's Sun class. I didn't know their call sign was Viking. That's quite cool. Viking 1104, pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee is taxiing around this way. But we have Unrivals. Or do we? No, we can get them out. They're not going to taxi fast enough, though. Lufthansa 824. Taxi to ramp via Fox. Can you hear my hesitation?
Lufthansa 824.
Yeah, we'll give you that. No, we don't want you on there, actually. We want you on Zulu. Lufthansa 824, taxi to ramp via Zulu. That's nice. That's a lot more straightforward. You need a sort of second screen just to keep an eye on the angles of all this. Scandinavian 58 Echo, cross runway 30. Scandinavian 58 Echo Heavy, cross runway 30. I didn't say heavy.
Cross runway 30.
BCY, I know you. What are you? City Island. I did not know you. That noise there you can hear is Hotel November
Kastrup
Echo
Tower,
Yankee.
City Island 1206 on final 22 left.
Okie dokie. Air France on its way in. City Island 1206, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left. Clear
There's
to
the big
land.
A350,
City
there it is.
Island 1206.
Big heifer. Let's go and get a closer look at it. Taxiing out that way. There's Danish. There's Lufthansa as well, just coming in the new Lufthansa colour scheme. A321. I flew on one of those to Frankfurt last year in July, and it was a lovely ride, actually, to be fair. It was a very old one, and it was on the smaller engines. I think they're the IAE engines, very tiny little tubes. Viking 1104, runway 22 right at Alpha 2 via Delta.
Runway 22 right.
Air France is in.
2 via Delta. Viking 1104.
Is that also an A220? It is, isn't it? Airbus A220-300 with the massive Pratt & Whitney engines on it that I mentioned earlier on. Oh, we've got a lot Polish thing coming in. Boeing 737-800. Scandinavian 58 Echo Heavy, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get yourself out of here. Lufthansa 824, cross runway 30. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, runway 30, line up and wait. Get them going, shall we?
Lufthansa 824.
Runway 30.
Gonna get them lining up.
Line up and wait. Golf Hotel November Echo
To be fair,
Yankee.
we can get them going once Lufthansa's off. Golf Hotel November Echo Yankee, runway 30, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Go, go, go!
Runway 30. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
It's very typically
Golf Hotel November Echo
well-spoken British lady that's flying the aircraft as well. Off they go, go on. Think if... Yeah, the arrival's still a long way out, so they're going to be absolutely fine. Did they just do a little fancy spin, or did I sort of imagine that out of the corner of my eye? There goes the A350, growling its way down the runway. Spinnaker's just getting into their gate now. Check some cameras out. Get a bit of action from around the airport. What's going on? Spinnaker is just Scandinavian, it seems. Interesting. There's Hotel November Echo Yankee powering out. We've also got to take care of Air France in a sec, tell them where to taxi. But yeah, this is... Oh, Danish is just getting into their gate now. They're just powering down. Where are you? There you are. Hello. Okay. Air France 1750, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Zulu. Good stuff. Who was that? Lot 1 Echo Tango. Runway 22 left, clear to land. Cool.
Runway 22 left, clear to land. Lot 1 Echo Tango.
City Island's nearly on its way in. Viking 1104, cross runway 30. Viking, nope. We'll just give them a minute. There is the Viking Sun Class A321 making its way towards 22 right. We'll give them takeoff clearance now, to be fair, because there's not going to be anything inhibiting them. Viking 1104, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And then we've got City Island
Cleared for immediate
on the
takeoff
ground
upon
now.
reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Go to them
Flight
on the
110.
F10 camera. So City Island is the Scandinavian regional stuff. This is the smaller aircraft. It's one of the CRJs. Got Air France making a racket. There is City Island. I've started to quite like CRJs. I don't know what it is. I think the engines are just a bit too small though. They don't really convince me that much, but they are quite endearing little aircraft. I've always been interested in trying to fly one on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Who's that just getting into their gate down there? Lufthansa. Although they're blocking that taxiway now, because they're in a really long A321. That should be a CRJ. And a J328. Is that one of them Dornier things? That's D328, isn't it? It's like a 146 with 2 engines. Really cool. They actually fly one from Manchester to Billund. I think that's in Denmark every day. Back and forth. And there was only 6 people on it the other day. Someone flew on it and posted in the aviation group for Manchester Airport. Air France 1750, cross runway 30. City Island 1206. Taxi to ramp via Bravo Victor Tango. Give them a bit more detailed instruction. What are you? That is Nordic 9 Bravo Hotel. Red Nose. Is that a bigger aircraft though? No, it's a Boeing 737. Red Nose usually I thought was the heavier stuff, like 787s, but apparently not. Not quite sure what the criteria is for it being either Nordic or Red Nose. Still, a little bit of a lull here at this point, but this is just a first look at Copenhagen. You've seen all the buildings, the ships, the lines, all of it. It's a very good looking airport, and Energous Design have once again outdone themselves. They've worked very hard on this and turned it around mighty quickly as well, actually. The first time I saw it was literally just a few squares over there, and it was just flat grass, you know. It was very early, and this has been a very quick project for the guys. They've done a great job of turning it around. Flipping out.
Requesting push and start.
They're going to taxi past you, so we're not going to get you going just yet. Which one are you? Oh, it's you. And then that will also want to go. That's an Airbus A330. Are you going to come down here? I can't remember. No, actually. So I don't know what I'm worrying about. Okay, well, we'll get you out. Nordic 933. Pushback approved. Expect runway 22 right. There's Lot 1 Echo Tango. I really like the Lot livery. It's very retro. Big letters, you know, and a very dark colour. It's cool. So they're going to get pushing back now then. The 737-800. I was watching Harry ATC the other day, and he was mentioning the fact that on some of the newer airports you can go lower down to the ground like this and get a bit more eye level, especially at Love Field. And he's absolutely right. You know, it does help out with the fact that you can get a bit closer with the aircraft. It's really good. Doesn't help the anti-aliasing though, does it, unfortunately? And we need to get City Island to cross the runway. City Island 1206, cross runway 30. Lot 1 Echo Tango. Taxi to ramp via Bravo Zulu. Is that Charlie? No.
City Island 1206.
Yeah. Lot 1 Echo Tango. Taxi to ramp via Bravo Charlie. Is that Charlie? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Ooh, they're going to go the same route. Let's go Bravo, Charlie, Zulu. Lot 1 Echo Tango, taxi to ramp via Bravo, Charlie, Zulu. I've also, by the way, had a few, and that was a lovely bit of interpretation, but I've had a few people ask me time and time again about this headset, and it is a Audio-Technica BPHS1 broadcast headset, but you can't just plug it into your PC via USB. It's an XLR headset, so you need an audio mixer to be able to use it that has XLR capabilities that you then plug into the PC. But it's not always down to the headset and a clear microphone that, you know, makes the game not understand you, because there's been a few people that have said they've had recognition issues with it, and it can be a bit finicky. But honestly, my main advice, and I type it out a lot, is to have English US and English UK installed. In fact, actually, as a little bit of a gem, I'm going to show you how to do that now. If you literally hit the Windows key and just type language settings, I might have to blur that there because there was a program there that you're not meant to see. But literally just here at the bottom, English United Kingdom and United States. You can just click add and add it in there. Make sure that's added in, and you'll be all good and all sorted. I'm pretty sure that's all it takes, because some of the voices are done in UK English and some are done in US English, and that obviously then interprets what you say towards them. So if you can get that sorted, I'm pretty sure you'll be alright. So, let's get... Will they push back into them? Lot 1 Echo Tango, hold position. Nordic 933, runway 22 right at Alpha 2 via Alpha. Very
Hold position. Lot 1 Echo Tango.
Got any arrivals?
Runway 22 right at Alpha 2 via
Ooh.
Alpha. Nordic 933.
Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel, runway 22 left, clear to land. I got distracted. Oh,
Negative. Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel.
they're going to say going around now, aren't they? Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel, runway 22 left, clear to land. Oh, they're going around.
Negative. Red
Whoa.
Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel.
Low fly past. Whoops. That's a great low fly past. Good job. Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel, contact departure. Sorry. Spinnaker 500, runway 22 left, clear to land. Well, sugar.
Kastrup departure on 124.98. Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel.
Yeah, that
Roger. Good day.
I didn't know what the
Runway
frequency was.
22 left. Cleared to land. Spinnaker 500.
Scandinavian 931 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. Just holding lot 1 Echo Tango there, just in case there's a bit of a complication at this bit.
Scandinavian 931 heavy.
Just in case that gets a bit messy there, because they're coming this way, and they're going that
Going
way.
around Red Nose 9 at Bravo Hotel.
Yes, I know. Don't rub it in. Red Nose 9 at... Nope. Nordic 933, cross runway 30. Lot 1 Echo Tango, continue taxi. And then we should have the big boy pushing back. The Airbus A330.
Continue
There's another
taxi.
ship.
Lot 1 Echo Tango.
I like this place. It's a challenge because it's very... All the taxiways are different. Look, you've got some lovely curved ones, you've got some very angular, sharp ones, and then you've got some parallel ones, you've got cul-de-sacs. Really interesting little airport, this. This guy hasn't seemingly got to their gate yet.
Abram, with M Alt 8 with information
Ooh.
Bravo, requesting push and start.
Is that not the only whiz? Is there more? Don't know. Wizz Air Malta, is that? Yeah. Okay. Lot 1 Echo Tango, cross runway 30. No, we're going to get them to hold there, because Scandinavian might be...
Kastrup Tower. Speed bird 812 on final 22 left.
Yeesh. Yeah, we need to get them across first. Wizz Air Malta 8, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. Yeah, this is a big challenge, actually, in the way that
runway
they
22 right,
often go in
pushback
the same
approved.
direction.
With M Alt 8.
No, that's a really
Abram,
stupid sentence.
Scandinavian
They
931
go
heavy
to
ready
each other,
taxi.
so the stuff taxiing in can really easily block the stuff that wants to come out. Speedbird 812, runway 22 left, clear to land. This is a great
Runway
airport, though.
22 left.
Nordic
Cleared to
933,
land.
runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Scandinavian 931 heavy, runway 22 right at Alpha 2 via Alpha. Nice, and then we've got
Runway
Spinnaker
22
on its way in.
Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Nice.
Nordic 933.
Oh, Wizz Air is here.
Alpha 2 by Alpha. Scandinavian 931.
They're going to get pushed back then into this sort of area. We've not got any of the other heavies going out just yet. The only two heavies we've had are both Scandinavian at this moment in time. We've got them lining up to get going now. That is the... Is that 737 MAX 8? No, it's just an 800. Got another Scandinavian coming in, which is an A330. So it's heavy. Cool. Lot 1 Echo Tango is just going to sit there and wait because the big A330 is going to taxi past them, and then we can get them in without any sort of blocking going on. And I think once we've got that A330 out of here, I'm going to end the episode. Like I say, it's just an initial look at this point. We're going to do a lot more stints here and play about with this airport a lot because I like the look of this one. It's a big challenge, but yeah, Energist Design obviously wanted me to have hold of this and take it on first time, and it's a fantastic new airport out of the game. Great to see some more European airlines as well. Obviously, I'm very biased because I see a lot of them over here, but yeah, I really do love seeing them. Scandinavian 931 heavy, cross runway 30. Wizz Air Malta 8, runway 22 right via Bravo. Yeah, go that way.
Cross runway 30.
Spinnaker 500.
931 heavy.
Taxis ramp via Bravo Victor. Going to get them going head-on at each other and then figure it out in a minute.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Victor. Spinnaker 500.
And then we can get Lot 1 Echo Tango carrying on. Oh, no. Once that A330's gone past. Lot 1 Echo Tango, cross runway 30. Get on with it. Sorry, I'm really itchy today. My moustache is really itchy.
Lot 1 Echo Tango.
Now, Wizz Air Malta has sort of taxied around that way. I'm going to get Spinnaker 500 to hold position and wait for them. Once they've straightened up. And just got out of the way a little bit of this this turn here, because we've got Speedbird on the way in, and then Scandinavian Heavy also on the way in, actually. So we're going to get them in this sort of little area here. Get them to hold position, then they can come down here and across. Scandinavian 9031 Heavy, runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Spinnaker 500, hold position. So there goes the A330.
Runway 22 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching
Take off.
altitude 1000, contact departure.
Take off for
Scandinavian
you.
931 Heavy.
932 Heavy. It's coming in. What is Speedbird? Is that just an A320? Yeah.
Scandinavian 932 Heavy on final 22 left.
PNX 570. Oh, it's a little Saab thing.
Apron. Spinner 570 with information. Bravo.
Spinner.
Requesting push and start.
Spinner 570, pushback approved, expect runway 30.
Ground. Runway 30. Pushback approved.
Here's
Spinner
Speedbird.
570.
The British are coming. And here they are. There's a lot of nav lights going on over there with the EasyJet and Ryanair and Transavia and all that. Air Baltic's also got nav lights on. Wizz Air's going to want to cross the runway. Wizz Air Malta 8, cross runway 30. We've also got
Cross runway
lots
30.
taxiing
Wizz Air
in
Malta 8.
here in the 737. Did I see another? Yep, who's that ready to push? That's another Scandinavian. I think that's... Excuse me. I think that's a regional. Is that an Embraer? Looks like an...
April,
Yes.
Discover 1870 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
And that's them. Discover 1870, pushback approved, expect runway 22 right. A330's gone.
Ground, runway 22 right,
Up it goes.
pushback approved.
Big heifer.
Discover 1870.
Interesting that they're called Discover, because I thought Discover was the new rebrand of Eurowings. Is it not? Wizz Air's going to turn there, and that means that we can tell Spinnaker 500, continue taxi. Spinnaker 500, cross runway 30. Speedbird 812, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Spinner 570, runway 30 at November 1. And that's going to be all we've got time for here today, everybody. Copenhagen is great. Really love this airport. Very interesting design. Energist Design have really done well with this. And it's a challenge. It is an absolute challenge. I get Zurich-ish vibes from it because it's got sort of cross runways. It's got aircraft that come at the runway from different sides. And I think, yeah, with the cul-de-sacs and stuff, there's a lot of places where you have to really think about getting the departures out without the arrivals blocking them from taxiing. So, yeah. Massive fan of this place, really enjoyed this. Thanks again to Energist Design for sponsoring this video. Don't forget I also have an affiliate link as well, which will be in the description, and also a link or two for their YouTube channel, their website, and other things. And if you buy directly from them, obviously it helps me out as well. So we would massively, I'm Dutch now, massively appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, though, this first episode of Copenhagen. Like I say, we'll be back here a lot in the long run. But that is all for today. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode.